95% of women's health creators report being censored for community violations on social media. Information about menopause, menstrual stigma, and vaginal dryness is being shadow banned and silenced by algorithms that can't tell the difference between inappropriate and essential content. However, on Spotify, you can say things like,
"Sucking on my titties like you wanted me.
My pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola. Booty, but you got a big booty."
CensARTship and The Case for Her will team up with Spotify to share fundamental information censored on social media. Hear Her Out, turning global hits into health advocates. In collaboration with female artists like Cardi B, Doja Cat, and Madonna, the initiative is launched on social media supported by a global out-of-home campaign. By hijacking the official lyric provider to Spotify, Music's Match, the female artist will upload medical facts instead of the regular lyrics. Now women can vibe to their favorite tunes and get information just by hitting the lyrics button. To make the invisible visible, the explicit label will be swapped for the Venus symbol, making it easy to find the information needed and exposes what society has considered inappropriate. All tracks will be gathered in the Hear Her Out hub on the Spotify homepage. The world's first uncensorable medical library, hidden in plain sound. But the goal isn't just to get listeners, it is evidence. Hear Her Out turns every stream into a data point. 100,000 streams for WAP isn't just a trend, it's 100,000 women proving the need for easier access to health information. All of this is collected in a special edition wrapped that'll be launched on the 8th of March. Every like is a lesson, every share is a middle finger to the social media platforms. When the algorithm mutes women, Spotify turns the volume up and Hear Her Out.
75% of young women turn to social media for health advice. But there is a fundamental flaw in the system. Life-saving information about women's bodies is flagged as adult content and removed. When confronted, the tech giants dismiss these cases as isolated incidents. But this is a systemic bias, and CensARTship has now created a pattern to expose it. Introducing Sound Tracker. On Instagram and TikTok, every video post is linked to a sound. The platforms themselves track exactly how many posts exist under each unique sound. So we created our own and turned it into a digital tracking device. We distributed this silent audio to everyone, from world-leading women's health experts to mothers, influencers, and activists. Every time they post, our track logs the video's presence in the digital ether. And more importantly, every time a video disappears, our sound tracker logs the removal, transforming hidden bias into undeniable data, visible on our website and broadcasted on digital billboards worldwide until change is made. Individual voices are easy to silence, but a global pattern is impossible to ignore. We've given the tech giants a problem they can no longer explain away. Now, we're bringing the evidence to the negotiating table.
More than half of Gen Zers turn to TikTok for health advice.
But when it comes to women's health, that content is banned, hidden, suppressed. Not because it's wrong, but because it's mistaken for something explicit. It's easier for platforms to block everything than get it right. Yet swearing, hate, and offensive language,
because you're shit at it,
go viral. Social media left us with no choice. If we can't say vagina, we'll say
Cunt.
cunt. CensARTship started Cunt Say It to expose the absurd and dangerous bias in social media policies. We took it to the streets, strategically positioned where policymakers can't ignore it. We published a white paper with the latest research on vaginal health, with every single word vagina replaced by cunt, and sent it to politicians, journalists, influencers, and the decision makers behind the platforms themselves. Then, we brought the message to the heart of women's health, gynecological clinics, and invited female health creators to join in with bold, provocative content under one hashtag, #CuntSayIt.
Your hormones literally affect your cunt. That's why things feel different during your cycle.
The internet listened. The movement went viral and reached the people shaping the platforms. Because when women's health is censored, we don't stay silent. We hack the algorithm to say what actually matters.
Today, 58% of women under 35 say that their health problems are overlooked and dismissed simply because they are considered normal for a woman. Faced with this lack of recognition, they turn to social media, hoping to find answers and testimonies. For this generation, those platforms are the primary source of information and can sometimes provide a pre-diagnosis. And yet,
have you heard that tech platforms are banning and restricting women's health content and products?
Sometimes the hardest part about women's health is only getting the help you need. With The Case for Her and CensARTship, we turned women's symptoms into lyrics. On social media, the algorithm does not censor musical artists for their trash verses. That's why we present Too Loud to Hide.
Yeah. This one's for the sisters in the silence. Turn the volume up, volume up, volume up.
She said sex hurts deep in her vagina. We break the stigma, that's endometriosis. Bleeding oceans, cramps like a tidal wave. Heartbeat loud through all this pain. She learned to doubt every scream in her chest, but her body writes truth in the language of ache.
In collaboration with artists known for their quite explicit lyrics, we join forces with them to deliver an important message about women's health through an album, dodging those words censorship, Too Loud to Hide, an independent rap EP. Each track is named after a symptom that's usually ignored. Music associated with social media became the entry point, creating TikTok trends, highlighting women's health. Using our music gives the opportunity to raise voices and making women feel heard. For women struggling to get the help they need, we made that first step impossible to ignore. We became uncensored. Too Loud to Hide. Period.
On social media, women's health education disappears. For younger audiences, platforms are the first place they go for health answers. But women's health content is routinely labeled as adult, blocked, demonetized, or quietly buried by algorithms. So creators don't just lose reach, they lose accuracy. And women lose access to the information they need. That's what makes this censorship so powerful. It's invisible. No explanation, no appeal, just silence. Here's the contradiction. Realistic human bodies are flagged as explicit, but nude artwork, when framed as art or education, often passes. Introducing UncensHERship Gem. Censorship partnered with Gemini to create UncensHERship Gem, a low-budget, AI-powered publishing tool that helps women sexual health creators, educators, and brands share vital education without getting censored. How it works? Creators choose an artist gem, then describe what they need to say. The gem generates platform-ready content kits, visuals built from curated nude artworks, plus captions, keywords, and layouts tailored to each platform's moderation patterns. Every outcome is recorded, building a shared knowledge file that learns from real censorship patterns. Every post ends with action. A petition calling for clear, consistent rules for women's health education. And to bring the issue into the real world, we launched blurred artwork. They spark curiosity. Then, a scan reveals the truth. What gets blurred online isn't nudity, it's women's health. Censorship forced women's health to whisper. UncensHERship Gem lets it speak in art, so the message stays visible.
We're surrounded by technology, by devices built to connect us no matter where we are in the world. But dig a little deeper and cracks begin to appear. These same devices have algorithms deciding what we can post and what audiences see. It's isolating, confusing, and censoring real conversations, real women. We see sexualization everywhere, ingrained into our society as the norm, but especially online, where as soon as post is clicked, women's bodies are no longer their own, where female health content is classified as pornographic. Enough is enough. More people need to be aware of the issue, speak up, and demand change from those in positions of power. So conversations are available online for women everywhere.
Taking me to my big idea, Too Sexy for Social. CensARTship will release a campaign with the aim of awareness, launching on social and then branching out to out of home. The campaign will be global, with the copy being easily translatable and covering a wide selection of female health topics where the terminology is flagged online as sexual content. The art direction visualises this sexualisation and the resulting censorship, all highlighting the problem and presenting a way to speak up with CensARTship's Her petition. Call out to the institutions with the power to bring immediate change, accessible through print with mailed cards and web. The out-of-home adverts will be placed near government buildings. Then, when enough signatures are reached, CensARTship will send her petition and its message to Parliament. So, let's get the full picture for women everywhere.
95% of women's health creators are flagged as sexual or nude, even though Instagram states that women's health content is allowed, limiting access to vital information. But Instagram doesn't ban all nudity. In fact, they allow it in art. There was a time when we celebrated the female body in all its glory, the Renaissance era. This artistic freedom of the past inspires us to confront the censorship of women's health today. CensARTship and the Case for Her present CensARTship, using Instagram's rules against itself by turning censored women's health content into Renaissance art. Partnering with Tate Gallery London and female Renaissance artists, we transform removed posts into paintings and exhibited them in the one space where they would never be censored. Each piece included educational context and resources, transforming the gallery into a platform for awareness and dialogue. And when we posted them on Instagram, they stayed up, so we encourage people to share the artworks back on Instagram, challenging and bypassing the algorithm. We opened a global call for creators to transform their removed posts into Renaissance art via our website, and share them under #CensARTship, building a safe, visible archive that turned individual removals into undeniable collective proof. Because women's health deserves a renaissance. CensARTship.
What if I told you that one of the biggest censorships in history is happening in 2026 right before our eyes? You heard that right. Big social media companies are banning content on women's intimate health on their platforms. Big time. As soon as a health influencer is talking about it, it gets striked, shadow banned, or even completely taken down and flagged as pornographic content. Pornographic content? Like, what the fuck? So we asked ourselves, what if we used that labeling to gain attention instead of losing it? Presenting the worst porn movie ever made. And here's how it works. In cooperation with CensARTship and A Case for Her, we partnered with 10 of the most influential feminist porn actresses and let them announce their biggest, most important movie yet. After the release, the reactions were devastating.
I usually love her movies, but this one was the worst.
Bro only talking, no fucking. What the fuck?
The worst porn movie ever made.
So what happened? In the anticipated porn movie was no fucking, no nudity, no stimulation, and just one important topic in mind: female intimate health. In a neutral setting, the porn stars sat with famous health influencers and discussed intimate health problems. And people talked about it. We created a big buzz on social media. We motivated 30,000 people to speak up. There were 17,000 pieces of content uncensored. And in the end, we helped 1,300 women get diagnosed. Come on, social media companies. Let people talk about female intimate health
so we don't have to.
Women's health content is constantly being scrubbed from the internet for using so-called dirty, explicit words like pregnancy, breast, vagina, and more. But these words have never been dirty. To show these women's health terms for what they truly are, completely, undeniably clean, we created CensARTship soap bars. Words that Meta deems dirty were carved into the soap, and the packaging highlighted real facts about how that same term has been censored and flagged on Meta platforms. We then sent PR boxes to women's empowerment creators and OBGYN influencers who amplified the movement using #CleanWords. A QR code on every package opened a pre-written email to Meta on our website, encouraging women to send it as is or customize it with their own CensARTship story. Visitors could then browse the rest of the site and purchase a bar for a $5 donation. All proceeds helped us buy Meta shares so that we could represent all women at the annual shareholder meeting and share their stories directly with Meta's leadership. Our out-of-home continued the metaphor, showcasing clean words being scrubbed off in public, just like they are online. Additionally, we met women where they already were and placed the soap bars in OBGYN offices, gyms, college campuses, and women's leadership conferences. The campaign gained global recognition. We were featured in The Guardian, CNN, The New York Times, and even reposted by multiple celebrities. Hundreds of thousands of dollars were raised by Meta shares to get us representation at the annual shareholder meeting, and thousands of women's stories were shared directly with Meta, resulting in Meta officially revising its community guidelines to be more lenient with women's health language and content. These bars of soap served as both a protest tool and a catalyst for conversation, creating awareness around the way women's health was being washed away from the internet and reframing women's health language as vital for education, diagnosis, and community support.
This week I made a bunch of videos on TikTok about women's health facts that I thought were really interesting, but TikTok keeps saying that I'm violating community guidelines.